So we are back on court one for the Dodgeball European Championships 2022. We've got another positional playoff this time around for the 13th place. I believe that also works in a round-robin group style. Belgium against Hungary this time around in the women's division. Hungary, we've not really seen much of their women's on court one. We saw their men's yesterday, that very quick arm style, and I can imagine that will be replicated across into their women's as well. I've seen plenty of catches, or I've heard plenty of catches have been taken from these Hungary women. The Belgian women, like we've seen before, plenty of experience mixed in with some new faces, a fairly new organisation for European Dodgeball, but we're underway. Joined back again by John Rutland. These games for these lower positional playoffs we spoke about already, John, in terms of making sure that when you're finishing as high as possible, it helps you out in further tournaments for your current ranking.
Yeah, no, these games are key, and you might have found the group stage really tough yesterday, but this is an opportunity to maybe play against some teams that are at a similar level, where you can try and apply some of the tactics that you've been learning during your training camps before the tournament, and trying to take some confidence towards the end of the tournament. Hungary starting strong, 3 players up already.
That's
but a double hit.
Yeah, very good standing from Lemaire. We saw her in the mixed division. The 2-ball attack not quite paying off this time. Good target areas, but Lemaire, that small leap in the air and block out wide, gives them 4 balls in this play.
And the winger just called out there from Hungary for an invalid throw. Ball not landing within 1 metre. A costly mistake there, meaning now Hungary are down to just 1 player on court, having dominated the early moments of this set.
Yep, Salomon, the last player left for Hungary. A 1 against 3, a hard feat for anyone out here at the European Champs, and a good double running counter. Can we see anything from it? A slight skim from the single ball, and Belgium take that first set. That first set been so clinical on knockout days so far. It puts you in good mentality for the rest of the game.
Belgium found themselves down by 3 players early on in that set, but confidently come back to take the 2 points. The middle player choosing not to run because they had full started. If the player doesn't go over that ball return line 3 metres in front of them, then the full start isn't called and the game can continue.
Yeah, Loire just loses control of her ball when that ball that you have in your hand is hit out by another ball. When that ball hits the ground and becomes a dead ball, you are out. If you catch it while it's in the air, you are still on court.
Strong block there by the Belgian player.
Yeah, Salomon, the player that we saw, her sister we saw last the first set, but...
And 2 hits there for Hungary, but the referee's called time out. Just to clarify, see if the Hungarian player was hit as well. And that decision's been made. Hungary resume this set, 2 players up at the moment.
Quick running counter from these Belgium ladies. We saw it in the mixed. That running counter can be so clinical. Unfortunately, they did lose that game, but a very close one at that. And Aniko Salomon, one of the sisters here at the Hungary squad. A good running counter, and that single ball hits out.
Choosing to go for the 2 ball holders with the single balls. That tactic just trying to force Hungary back, but it's fairly easy to get a block off. mean the Hungarian team can come back at you. Ovin with a single ball attack, not hitting the target, but a good throw, but this time does. And Hungary retaliate, hitting Ovin off the court.
One player left for Belgium now. Lemaire, the player that we've seen for women's and mixed plenty of times this tournament.
Time is just paused there by the referees, again, just to discuss a decision.
Just a debate maybe that number 98 for Hungary had been hit out, but it wasn't a successful hit, and a good double block. She's just tracking those two balls, making sure she blocks in each individual one.
The balls from Hungary coming at the same height, so making it fairly easy for the Belgian player to make the dodge. And as you see there, balls just being thrown slightly lower, meaning the player's got to try and reach down to make those blocks successfully. Couple of substitutions from Belgium, just trying to freshen it up.
So 2-2 now in this game so far. 5 minutes gone of the first half. Full game lasts 30 minutes, 2 15-minute halves.
Time paused again, referees having a discussion. Play is resumed and Belgium are one player up.
That single ball, that quick single ball from the Hungarians. Palinkas. A lot of Central European teams, John, bringing a lot of players over from handball.
Yeah, definitely. It's an advantage for these Central European teams where handball is a stronger sport than some of the northern or UK-based players where the sport isn't played as much. Although there are some advantages with some of the UK sports around cricket that have similar throwing actions that's popular in the countries. Belgium now one player down after 2 outs, but they get a good hit on the Hungary player, and Ovin is out, and what a catch from Hungary. Player just tracking back and comfortably securing the ball.
One player left in now for Belgium, a 1v5.
Looking for a standing counter.
Lemaire and number 98 left in, Stubby. Stubbe. Okay, already corrected on my mispronunciation. But a great running counter. The sisters on each wing. Number 19, Aniko Salomon. That player just getting the hit there. Her sister on that top left side, Anisi Salomon.
Ovin with the clean middle ball at the start there. And Belgium finding themselves 2 players up early in this 4th set. And some good cover there. Making sure the Hungary player couldn't release the ball.
It's been set for set each way in this game so far.
And this is what's really good about these playoffs, Greg. Both teams got an opportunity to win here, whereas yesterday they would have felt that a lot of the games were out of their reach with their level of experience.
And a running counter there, so close to the hit, but Both players just dodging that ball. What looks like one team will take the lead. The next set, the other team return that favour.
And the referee has called the Hungarian player out.
But one still survives, number 99. For Hungary. Seedal, a good dodge out the way, a track back, not sure if she's hit. The ref is still calling her a live player.
And that's why we're looking for players to put their hand up if they've been hit. If a player doesn't raise their hand, you've got a right as a player to hit them. And in that situation there, the hand wasn't raised. The Belgian player hesitated and then didn't get the hit.
A good hop out the way of that 2-ball attack there. Now 4 balls on her side. Belgium probably looking to wear this player out. There's 40 seconds left in this set. Hungary will probably look at play very aggressive. Belgium will happily play defensive, but the hit out is there. Belgium take that set.
The score now 4-4. Extremely tight. The set's going down to a fine line.
The whistle goes. Number 10 for the Belgians take that ball hoving. Those balls that are being retrieved normally handed to the players with a bit more power in the central region, but a good block. That high up block from the Belgians gives them 3 balls.
Loage there with the fakes as she was tracking back, and then managed to get the block acrobatically out of the way. Cavalier with the block. Some really good blocks in this first half, and both the Belgian wingers.
And Cavalier hit out on that double running. Looks to block both, but that first fast ball comes in and she can't quite get over it as it hits her knees.
And a hit there on the Belgian player looking to block. The throws from Belgium in this set haven't been as accurate as we've seen in the previous one. They'll be looking to throw maybe just a little bit higher. All time is stopped there.
Yeah.
For an untied shoelace, health and safety being the key part there. The sweat stick isn't needed in that case.
Is brought out for safety precautions this time around.
So the hit was made after the whistle, so the hit doesn't count and the player is able to continue. The referee's just checking how much time is left on the court, or are they checking when that ball was released, if it was a hit or not? I think that's what they're discussing. It looks like from here that the hit was after the whistle, but the referee's just checking as it may have been different from the viewpoint where they're standing. And looks like the right decision there. So there was a discussion around ball possession, where the ball should have been as the whistle was blown, and as the throw was after the whistle, the ball is returned to the Belgian side.
Yep, like we were saying last set, it looks like one team was always going to take it. But this time around, it's the Hungarians that are up in this set, 6 players to 3.
And a good hit there from the Hungarian player, leaving just one Belgian player on court. They've got 3 balls in their possession. And no hit there. player looking to aggressively catch the ball high up on court, a very difficult skill to do there, but looking confident, looking for the catch. And 2 quick fire singles there from the Belgian player, with the second one being caught, meaning Hungary take a 6-4 lead with just 2.5 minutes left of this half.
It's what we spoke about earlier, John. When you're winding up those single balls from standing, you're not delivering as much power as you'd like. That ball easily picked up from the Hungarians, and like you said, they lead this game now 6-4.
It's a real bugbearer of mine, watching players holding 2 balls. Just put 1 ball on the floor, get a full biomechanically sound throw off to the best of your ability, then you can easily pick up that second ball to protect yourself.
The 2-ball attack from Belgium.
2 fakes in the middle there from the players without balls, just trying to put one of the players off. And Belgian attack with 3 balls. The single ball release in the middle there, just missing its target. A fairly straight throw, so easy to dodge to the left of it. Bit of pressure on the wing from the Belgian players, firing high up the court there. And the ball just bounced, and the counter knocked out of Hovin's hand. Looking disappointed. Has been blocking really well so far today.
So single balls for now, just while a team decides that they want to play that aggressive play style. The 1 ball comes in from Hungary, and as we said, it's that quick 1 ball that Harris is unaware of, can't quite get out of the way quick enough. And it's that shuffle back for the Belgians. A block, not quite this time from the Mayor.
Just 3 players left on court for Belgium, with the 3-ball attack releasing just the 1.
And a good block and counter. Now both teams equaling it up, and it's in the dying seconds. Belgium take that 1 point, and Hungary take the 1 point also. They'll be proud of that because they were down a couple of players in the dying seconds, and I believe that is the last set.
The referees just discussing exactly what happened there. A lot happened in the dying seconds. They want to make sure they get the right decision. Cavalier looked really happy with the hit in the dying seconds, but the referees just clarifying something with the Hungarian coaches.
So I believe that the decision will be told to both teams individually, but at the half, Hungary currently leading 7-5 against Belgium in this 13th place positional playoff. The referees clarifying there that Belgium won that final set 3-2. That was one they look extremely happy, meaning now the score going into halftime is 6-6.
This playoff game is on a knife edge at the moment. Both teams going backwards and forwards. Hungary getting the grip and getting ahead, but Belgium each time clawing back, meaning the score at this moment in time is 6-all going into half time. Both teams back out on court for the second half. Looks like the referees need a timeout in this situation here. They're just discussing maybe that last decision to clarify what's happening. Good to see the referees are checking and challenging what they're doing. But as we resume, the score is 6-6. Can Hungary get ahead again in this set, or can Belgium lead for the first time? Hungarian player pulls up there, decides not to continue their run for the middle ball. Belgium take the middle ball and look to attack with the free balls. And 2-ball attack, meaning the Hungarian player is out. Just one hit there.
Yeah, Bartos the first to head to the outbox this time around. Hungary down, currently one player. Belgium obviously took that last set. And you see that fake that Palinkas delivers. It's that sort of gripping of the ball and the sort of pump fake, and that's a good catch. Unfortunately hit out after, but brings back in.
Zidai making that catch there down on her knees.
Yeah, it brings back in Bartos. So a good swing for Hungary despite being that one player down. It's now a 5-on-3, and that is so close to the catch. Palinkas centimetres away of securing it, but she's hit by the second one. Maybe just shaking her head as she heads off. Those finger injuries are being picked up left, right and centre throughout this tournament.
Bartos disappointed there. Didn't really move out of the way of the ball. Maybe a big step left or right would have meant they would have stepped on court.
Yep. But a good running counter from the Salomon sisters. And here we go, that running counter again. Only one needs to be released this time. Aniko slightly annoyed with her sister that she hasn't released. She doesn't want to be caught in that situation. But a good double running counter nonetheless. The first one comes in, and that's good throwing. Hugs out from the sister as they deliver that set. They get the 2 set points, and that's some good dodgeball.
We're in a similar pattern again as the first half. Hungary take the lead, but a timeout has been called.
Yeah, a good timeout. Nope, no timeout. Maybe just a bit of sweat on court, and the sweat stick comes out
Time
for its
being
return.
paused there, I think. We need a different timeout signal for that, don't we? Or if the left hand's on top, right hand on top.
Yeah.
Can we read into that? Am I complicating this timeout signal?
No, that's fine. I understand that. Yep.
Really important this floor isn't wet, does turn into an ice rink.
So as this set continues, obviously Hungary take those last 2 set points, despite Belgium having the lead in places. So now Hungary even it up. It's 3 apiece now. These sets coming down to the wire, very close. Every set is almost lasting the distance, or at least being lasted out as long as possible.
A high 2-ball attack there, meaning the Hungarian player can just dodge underneath it. Sidai finding that fairly easy, looking to release that ball. This time holding, trying to collect the ball, rolling across into the central zone, but looks like it's going to be collected by the Belgian ball retriever.
Yeah, those aggressive throws from the Hungarians is very clinical. A double running counter, looks like it was on the cards, but Sadai throws the single instead.
Just bounced there, called by the referee. Smartly from Bartos, getting the ball out wide to the winger to cover. A single ball from the middle again. And the catch from Bartos.
That's some good dodgeball, and with only 50 seconds left, a 3-ball attack looks like it could be on the card. She looks for the catch, but the ball heads up way too high.
And Hungary take a 2-set lead for the first time in this match, leading Belgium 10-6. Some smart ball possession play by the Hungarian team there. Getting the ball out wide to the wingers when you've just got the 2 balls and you're tracking back is really good, to mean that the throwers that are maybe, or the counter that's coming from Belgium, maybe question what they want to do and know that Hungary can smartly counter them back, so maybe puts that little bit of doubt in their minds. Good, powerful single ball throw there from the middle player.
Yeah, and some good blocks there. So a 4-ball attack now going to come in from Hungary. They've been a lot more clinical this second half. The 2-ball gets thrown, but one is picked up, that left side, throwing at different targets there. Maybe a bit of miscommunication from the Hungarian girls. Palinkas gets caught on that left side by the number 5 from Belgium.
And Salomon there being hit off of the block ball. It's really tempting when the balls are coming in a little bit slower. You just naturally react, but trying to resist that temptation is key in that situation. But
the block, Salomon throws left side against Louage. The ball pops back up to her, and that's an easy catch for her. And a hit there. So Hungary actually up again in this set. Like we said, in this second half, been very, very clinical.
Belgium choosing not to do anything with their running counter and collect the 3 balls. A single ball throw.
And the single ball by single ball getting released at maybe different targets. The play ball was called by Bruno.
And that block's fine. The player has kept possession. The ball hasn't hit the floor.
Yep, the Wild, that left side, she brings forward the 2 balls. And like you said, when one ball goes up in the air, if you catch it, you are still alive. 98 with a good catch. That knee down catch, and De Wild looks for the same one her side, but the single ball isn't in her hands this time around.
Hungary looking really set, happy with themselves there now, going 3 sets up. The coach just coming across and asking the girls to just keep their heads. They're really happy. Strong support from the other Hungarian players as well. And a timeout has been called.
Yep. Just getting that break in, just getting the mental reset. Hungary this time around in the second half have been very, very clinical with the throws. Some great dodgeball that's been on offer. timeouts finished. 8 minutes, 1 second left on this second half clock. Belgium still within touching distance of this game, but Hungary currently up 12-6 in this 13th place playoff. That ball also picked up, so 3 from the start. That ball gets pumped out to the right for Salomon to take.
And the ball just bouncing there. Sidai just getting their foot out of the way.
And a good fake and a good block just on her track back. Palinkas there, number 14 for the Hungarians. So Belgium up on the aggressive, 3 balls in hand, only 1 ball released. The ball gets popped up and number 90 decides not to throw. The Hungarians have been taking those catches on the track back.
Some really good cover from the Hungarian players. Salomon there just coming across court, protecting the rest of their teammates.
And an aggressive running counter this time around. It's that aggressive throw that we've seen on the double running counter every time. The Salomon sisters dominating the wings here in this game in the second half. Oh, the ball pops up, it bobbles up, it's there for too long. Palinkas is far too distracted. She's so unlucky not to get that catch there.
I thought she had it, but it just bobbled out of her hands. Really unfortunate for the Hungarian player.
The Belgians played a great, perfect double running on that, but yet again, Salomon sisters so aggressive up court. They're starting that run up the court before the balls have even been thrown. And decide this time to hold back. They go for the 3 instead. Bringing forward Sadai, and she is the person to throw that single ball this time around.
Good dodging in the middle there, and again a double running counter this time. It was hit again, called by the referee. Great timing. And just a single running counter against Belgium, forcing the player to try and catch the ball.
Yeah.
But just again falling out of the hands of the player.
Cavalier looks for that catch, but the ball comes in so fast from that left-hand side.
Another timeout called here. The game being played at a really fast pace, with both teams looking to take some water on board in the hot conditions here in Slacken. Just 4 minutes and 45 left on the clock as we head towards the final sets of this match.
Yeah, the timeout called once again. So both teams will get a quick reset. It's very hot and humid in this hall today. You see the hands being warm up and the feet being rubbed. And now that's a bit of a handball sort of play, that they're making sure that the heat is as much on their hands and their feet as possible. It's sort of making sure those shoes have grip on the court and you're taking all the sweat off your hands.
It's like an F1 tyre, isn't it, in Formula One? Got to be at that optimum temperature to get grip off of the start.
So Belgium do get that starting ball, and they've got to start playing fast now if they want to knock Hungary out of this positional playoff. But a good dodge from Palinkas. But number 19, one of the Salomon sisters, Aniko, has been so clinical in this game. Very aggressive play style. Happily going to settle around that neutral zone, and this time the fake comes in. 5 balls. But no hits from a 5-ball attack. Any team will be so disappointed with that. You're always looking for one at least. Unlucky for Blinkas there. Great dodge, split dodge over the first, but she's left almost still in the air as the second delay ball comes in.
That 5-ball attack from Hungary really hasn't helped them. They've gone for different targets, which is definitely a good tactic in that situation, but you've got to convert the hit. And 2 hits there, finds Hungary 1 player down, but there was a return, meaning that there are 3 players left on both sides of the court.
That's one of the first times we've seen Aniko go out in this whole game. She's almost lasted most of the 3 minutes every time around. Belgium 3-2 up. They've got to close this set out early though if they're going to want that quick reset. Hungary need to play defensive and tactically at that. Oh, and that's a great catch. The ball pops up. If the catch isn't made, the hit certainly is. Belgium need to get that reset. Hungary can happily just wait that 20 seconds out. That 20 seconds isn't for a quick restart the whole time. The time is paused nonetheless.
A great catch there by the Belgian player. Not giving up and reaching out, diving to the floor and securing that catch before it bounced.
So Belgium have to get some quick sets in here. They're 6 behind. It's almost mathematically impossible. If Hungary lasts to under a minute and a half, Hungary will be taking this win. But the Salomon sisters, the quick running counter, they'll shut down those Belgians.
Good side step dodge in the middle there. Hungary really impressing me with their single ball dodges. Got some good variety of moves there, making it unpredictable for the Belgians.
Number 98, Van Moorik there, actually plays in the English leagues for the Bovines, I believe. A little fun fact for you from behind the scenes. The Hungarians, when they call that 1-ball attack, they normally have nicknames for each player. She plays for the Bovines. Her nickname is Moo. A bit of behind the scenes, that different play style, the different cooling systems from each of the countries. But a good dodge, and the Salomon arm from that left side, so powerful.
Yeah, big hit there on the Belgian player. Making sure the hit's been made. And a good double 2-ball attack there as well, leaving just 1 player left on court for Belgium. And a catch made there, taking Hungary's lead to 16 to 8 against Belgium.
And that will be the final set that we now have. A minute and a half will be on the clock. So no matter the result, we do have a Hungarian victory in this game. So with the final set now on the cards, what can we look forward to in this set? Will it be Hungary taking that last one? Well, a catch here is made. A catch and an out is called. Good decision. Graham, just with the rule explanation there, you can't catch yourself back in. because you're then hit out. So the catch is first rather than the out. And a good hit, but that one, this time around, you're allowed to re-enter, and that's a good catch from number 14 there. The Hungarian ladies put on a good show here. From what looked like was going to be a close game to start, the Hungarians started to run away with.
Yeah, a really strong second half performance. Just a couple of tweaks tactically, using the double running counters really effectively and using their throws. The dodging definitely improved as well in this second half, meaning their players were staying live a lot further into the sets. And there we go, the final hit of the game from one of the Salomon sisters there.
Yeah, a great result for the Hungarians there. That game is all finished up with the final score being 18-8 to the Hungarians. A great result for them. So if you are wanting to hang around, the next game on court 1 is Netherlands versus Sweden in the mixed division. That is a quarter final. So if you want to hang around on this YouTube page, you will be forwarded to that next game. If not, head back to the Dodgeball Netherlands YouTube channel and you can click that game, Netherlands versus Sweden. But for now, it's a bye from me.
And a bye from me. Thanks, Greg.